curious about weaving is how conscious movement and embodiment can stir up and create spaciousness and really let everything move, so that then when we arrive at that ritual time, the soma has already been in this process of unfolding and making new discoveries.
The concept of vitalism in herbalism is that the body has its own healing intelligence and force. And so there are just certain conditions that favor that. And as social organisms, there's a certain amount of safety that the organism requires to access some of the repressed states, some of those states in which, when a wound to the system happened, or one definition of trauma is too much, too soon, too fast.
That the co-regulation and the resonance of moving together and having time where we're not at all cognitive, but where it really is soma speaking. It feels like such an antidote to shame on so many levels. To have this shared movement, to have the body move as it wants to, not in like a particular way, but really allow everyone's uniqueness to be present. And then the third body of the group becomes like this thick, rich, delicious substance filled with all of these relationships and deep listening.
And there can often be, part of what usually cracks me open in conscious movement is the beauty. There's something that thickness in the air is it's such food for my soul, that being nourished in that way hits this like beauty point, and then the grief is coming in this way that's like so interwoven with gratitude and joy. And that is the kind of medicine that I think we're really intending to be offering. Is on the first night we're going to create an altar to beauty, and people can bring an item for that. And there really will be this cultivation of beauty as a recognition that like grief is one of the sisters, but so is joy and gratitude and rebirth. And there is something that happens in a room when there is intention behind movement and the freedom to, it's not a performative thing to dance. It doesn't even have to look like dancing at all. It can be laying on the floor and moving a finger, and it's following the impulse to move. But when people are together in a space doing that, I experience like a resonance that happens in the deep limbic brain, the emotional part of the brain, that I don't experience in any other context, and it's incredibly integrative.
And then having the compassionate witness outside of you in the village that can hold you without putting a lot of story or judgment or meaning, so that you're really able to follow your experience but have this external holding.
Oh, you don't know the song yet.
Sing it.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Time to fly.